Hey everyone, and welcome to Dangers and Dragons, the podcast that brings you a fresh hit of epic tales and legendary adventures every single day. I'm Adrian,
And I'm Julia, ready to unpack some seriously awesome stories.
so strap yourselves in for some wild rides. Because today we're diving headfirst into a kingdom trapped in eternal twilight, where the sun is nothing but a distant memory. The fate of this kingdom rests on the shoulders of a mysterious figure, known only as the Shadow Knight. What do you make of that?
That contrast right out of the gate. A kingdom consumed by darkness, putting its faith in a night cloaked in even deeper shadows. It really sets the stage for a compelling story. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? About the nature of hope and where we look for it in the darkest of times.
Let's unpack this a bit. This Shadow Knight is on a quest to restore light to the land. But there's a twist. This isn't some grizzled warrior. It's actually Princess Amelia in disguise.
This story plays with our expectations brilliantly. We think we're getting a classic hero's journey, but the reality is far more intriguing. This princess clad in stolen armor sets off on a perilous mission, defying everything we think we know about princesses.
And forget embroidery and etiquette lessons. Princess Amelia was trained in swordsmanship and stealth, making her a far cry from a damsel in distress. It makes you wonder what kind of pressures she must have faced growing up to be so different from the typical princess.
Exactly. She embodies this conflict between duty and desire. By day, she plays the part of the obedient Princess Amelia, but by night, she transforms into the Shadow Knight, a symbol of rebellion against the darkness threatening to consume her world.
And it's not just an internal struggle, right? Her quest is fueled by a deep love for her people and a fierce determination to break the curse that's plunged her kingdom into this perpetual twilight.
The legend speaks of a Sunstone, an artifact capable of banishing the darkness and restoring light to the land. Amelia's mission is to find the Sunstone, a journey that forces her to face countless perils and navigate treacherous landscapes.
I was struck by her resilience. This is no walk in the park. She faces hunger, exhaustion, injury. Yet she rises each morning with a renewed determination to save her people. It's inspiring.
Then we're introduced to the ultimate challenge, the Shadow Witch, guardian of the Sunstone. A being rumored to be monstrous and undefeatable. Imagine the fear Amelia must have felt, knowing she's about to confront such a formidable foe.
This is where the story takes on a truly ominous tone. The Shadow Witch's lair is described as this gaping maw of shadows, with the Sunstone at its heart, pulsating with unbearable light. The juxtaposition of those images, the all-consuming darkness against the blinding light, creates such a vivid scene in your mind.
And it makes you consider the duality of light and darkness, their constant interplay, and how they might represent different facets of Amelia's own personality.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about Amelia's encounter with the Shadow Witch.
Right? It's this epic clash between Amelia, still disguised as the Shadow Knight, and the monstrous Shadow Witch. It's shadow against light, a whirlwind of power and desperation.
What struck me here is how Amelia initially approaches the battle. Still clinging to that Shadow Knight persona, she doesn't fight with the confidence of a seasoned warrior, but with trembling resolve of a princess who has witnessed the devastation of her kingdom firsthand.
It's as if she's hiding behind a mask, afraid to reveal her true self. But as the battle rages on, there's a noticeable shift. The warmth of the Sunstone, a symbol of the life her kingdom has lost, begins to call to her.
And it's in that moment of desperation that she experiences this profound realization. She sees that she's not just light or shadow, but an embodiment of both. She's both princess and knight, two seemingly opposing identities that are actually integral parts of who she is.
It's a powerful turning point. Instead of succumbing to the overwhelming darkness of the witch's power, Amelia makes a bold decision. She sheds the disguise of the Shadow Knight, tearing off her helmet and letting her hair cascade down like a radiant stream of sunlight. It's as if she's shedding a skin, revealing her true form.
It's a powerful visual representation of self-acceptance. She's no longer trying to compartmentalize her different roles or deny parts of herself. She's embracing her duality, acknowledging that both light and shadow exist within her, and that's what gives her strength.
And it's this acceptance, this willingness to embrace her whole self, that ultimately allows her to defeat the Shadow Witch. It's not brute force that brings the witch down, but a harmonious blend of light and shadow working together as one.
The way the story describes it is truly beautiful. It says the light doesn't obliterate the shadows, but rather threads through them, weaving a new dawn. It's a symbolic representation of Amelia's own transformation, finding a balance between the contrasting forces within her.
With the witch defeated, the curse is lifted, and the stolen sunlight finally returns to the kingdom. But Amelia doesn't return as the mythical Shadow Knight, but as herself. the princess who dared to fight for her people.
It really drives home the message that true power doesn't lie in denying or suppressing parts of ourselves, but in embracing the entirety of who we are, the light and the shadow, the strengths and the vulnerabilities. It's in that integration that we find our true potential.
This story has so many layers to it. It's an adventure, a tale of self-discovery, and ultimately a testament to the power of embracing our authentic selves.
It makes you think about the masks we wear, the roles we play, and the parts of ourselves we might be hiding, even from ourselves.
It challenges us to ask ourselves, what aspects of ourselves might we need to embrace in order to overcome our own personal challenges?
That's a powerful question for us all to consider, and it's a perfect note to end on. And that wraps up our exploration of Princess Amelia's incredible journey.
What a story, right? It's got everything. Adventure, magic, self-discovery, and a powerful message about embracing all aspects of ourselves.
It's also a reminder that sometimes the greatest battles we face are the ones within ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes you think about the masks we wear in our own lives and the parts of ourselves we might be afraid to show the world.
Maybe there's a little bit of Princess Amelia in all of us, a part of us that yearns to break free from expectations and embrace our true potential.
And just like Amelia's kingdom was shrouded in darkness, sometimes we can get caught up in our own shadows, our fears and doubts.
But her story reminds us that we have the power to choose light, to embrace our strengths, and step into the fullness of who we are.
That's a brilliant way to put it. It's about recognizing that the darkness is a part of us, but it doesn't have to define us. We have the power to choose how we respond to it and how we let it shape us.
So as you go about your day, think about what aspects of yourself you might be hiding, or what challenges you might be facing that require you to tap into both your light and your shadow.
Maybe it's speaking up for yourself when you normally stay silent. Or maybe it's facing a fear that's been holding you back.
Whatever it is, remember Princess Amelia's story and know that you have the strength to overcome any obstacle by embracing the entirety of who you are.
And that's what we love about these stories, isn't it? They transport us to other worlds,
Yeah.
but they also illuminate something within ourselves.
They give us a new perspective and remind us of the power of courage, self-acceptance, and the human spirit.
If you enjoyed this epic tale and want to hear more captivating stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow Dangers and Dragons for a daily dose of adventure.
And don't forget to leave us a rating and review. It helps others discover the show and join our community of story lovers.
Until next time, keep exploring those hidden depths within yourselves. And remember, the greatest adventures are often the ones we embark on within our own hearts.